Hi, and thanks for stopping by. I am Nana, and I'm reporting from the Edge. My new YouTube channel is called On the Edge. I'm an elder living alone, and I make these videos to show all of you youngsters what your grandma and other elders that you might know, what they're going through during this pandemic while they are sequestered home alone. Well, this is Home Alone Day n+7. We are not going crazy. And I've been wanting to address the problem that many of us senior citizens might be experiencing, and that's memory loss. I mean, there are other words for it. There's dementia, there's senility, there's Alzheimer's. Those are all varying degrees of this affliction. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. And I've been, some of us also take it flippantly and just say that you're having a senior moment when you forget where you put your keys or something like that. But I have an explanation for this developing problem. And it doesn't make it sound quite so bad as those other terms I used to describe it. Well, I've been putting this idea together for a long time, and this is how I see it. Have you ever gone on a road trip and it takes forever to get there, but on the way home it seems like a shorter ride? Well, that is the concept that I'm going to try to explain today and relate it to our senior moments. When a behavior becomes a habit, it actually takes less energy to accomplish it. In our brain, a particular behavior that we have never done before, let's call it a novel experience, it is like an electric current finding its way through the brain. As we act, that electric current has to make its way through many neurons before we get to the end of that particular behavior. In other words, it has to forge a new path. It may even zigzag or meander through a maze of gray matter. But it's like a rut forming, more defined in the road. And with each pass, it gets deeper and smoother. Well, with every subsequent trip that we take, that rut smooths out and the pathway becomes straighter. And after several or many trips down that same path, that road trip that we were talking about, it takes much less energy as the path straightens out. And there'll be less distance between point A and B. And what we have developed is a habit. That's why habits are so much easier to accomplish than a new action or a new behavior or something that we've learned. And that's why it's suggested that we learn a new language or a dance just to keep our minds alert. And in the list of things to prevent Alzheimer's disease from onset, they say learn a new language, keep your mind stimulated, play cards, learn, well, especially something that you've never done before. That's the key. So now let's apply that same pattern of behavior to the issues that we face while we're stuck at home day after day. First, the days blend into each other because there are no activities to disrupt the time from passing, like going to church or shopping or out to lunch or to bingo parties or card parties. So as time goes by, those activities that we do every day, like taking our meds or our vitamin pills, they become rote and they require less energy. Now, time seems to be speeding by as each day passes. We barely know what day it is. And when we repeat the same activity over and over again, it creates a quandary because we don't know where we are. We don't know what day it is. Or maybe even we forget why we're home alone. Well, we're in this quandary because we no longer have the need or capacity to compartmentalize our activities. There are no road signs telling us the time or the day that's passing by. That lack of knowing becomes troublesome because we don't want to skip taking our vitamins, nor do we want to take them twice. So, my suggestion is this. Use a calendar to both mark the days going by, and with a big X, but also write down every action that we take during the day. And since there's not too many of them, won't take much room. And put a note on the calendar. When we do our laundry, when we change the sheets, when we take our medicine, when we mop the floor, wash our hair, or exercise. And don't feel bad about having to write it all down. I have a feeling that even younger people are having as much trouble as we old folks are, trying to remember what we did. And they're going through the same thing because their days are blending. There's no weekends, there's no work days, there's no Monday, Blue Monday or Friday. Thank God it's Friday day. So as these days blend into each other, well, it's a matter of physiology and psychology. Not that we're going senile or crazy, because we're all in the same boat. Well, I hope this helps you get organized and manage your time until we are free again to go out and enjoy life. A while back I made a video that tells more about this concept of habit formation, and I will put a link to that below. And it's called Ask a Busy Person. Well, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the ideas that I expressed here. And if you do, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. And ring that bell too. And don't forget, I love you so much. I just extend that to everybody. I am Nana.